and being a good citizen. I feel these reasons can make a difference. First of all, veterans sacrificed their lives to save our country, so we can have our pledge to follow law. Laws are statements that keep people safe by honoring our country and all of the veterans who served our country. Honoring our country means putting our hands over hearts when we pledge allegiance to the flag of our country. Our veterans put their lives on the line to protect our country and the freedoms we now have. Freedoms that we enjoy are freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to vote, and freedom to go to the school of your choice, and freedom to be able to go about our daily lives. Second, of all, veterans sacrifice their lives for our country so we have respect. We should respect our veterans by visiting their headstones and graves. A grave is a patriotic place where we can visit the ones who served our country and honor the ones who did not make it. Having monuments and memorials is another way to honor veterans. These are another way that we can respect veterans. Third, veterans sacrificed their lives for our country and community, so we should take good care of it. Being a good citizen means that we help out our community by picking up trash, helping one another, and not breaking people's stuff. It is important not to litter and break the law. Donating money to the Safe Army Association, Veterans of Forgiven War, and Families in Need, to name a few, are great organizations. These are just some of the ways of being a good citizen and showing patriotism. In conclusion, I think we need to do all these things because they did a lot for us. All veterans deceased or living made this country what it is today. I am happy to live in the United States of America and all freedoms we now enjoy. We all have to be aware that our country continues to have this freedom.
Now I would like to introduce Mrs. Barker, a 5th grade teacher and student council advisor for Tomahawk Elementary School, and Abby Rosemeyer and Kaylee Roberts, who are representing the TMS Student Council. Both of these groups will be presenting a donation to the Never Forgotten Honor Flight, VFW Post 2687. On behalf of the Tomahawk Elementary and Middle Schools, the TMS Student Council did an ice cream fundraiser for this event, and we want to thank the Windmill for their generous donation of ice cream and cones. TMS raised $650 for the Never Forgotten Honor Flight, and the TES Student Council sponsored a money war. I would like to introduce Abby and Kaylee to present their check.
It was mentioned the honor flight is the money for the Never Forgotten Honor Flight is actually held by the VFW Post 2687 as an account that's open to anybody that wants to make a donation. They can walk up to the Incredible Bank and say, I'd like to put this in the Never Forgotten Honor Flight. They'll put that in the account, and each month we get our balance, and when we get enough money in that account, we call up Jim Campbell and Mike Thompson, who are the representatives of the Never Forgotten Honor Flight out of Wausau. They come up and they're very happy to receive it. And I'm going to mention right now that thanks to what the school's done, they've already told me how much they raised. Last year we had a sponsor that offered to sponsor up to $500 of the money given through this program. They did not do that this year, but I had a veteran that stepped forward. He found out we had a need, and that person put a $500 check in the Never Forgotten Honor Flight to support tonight. So, can I say what's in here? Open this up now. I understand there's over $600 in this account, which makes $1,100 or more that'll go into the Never Forgotten Honor Flight, along with the $6,800 we already have in there from the So Peaceful quilt that was raffled off this year. $650 in this check. So, thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank this group. Never Forgotten Honor Flight, if I might take just a minute or two, has been going on for about 9 or 10 years. I should have looked it up for sure. But each year they send about 400 veterans to Washington, D.C. to look at the view of the monuments that are built in their honor. Started out representing taking the World War II veterans, because hardly any World War I veterans were left when it started. And then after about 400 or 500 World War II veterans that had a chance to go, they started taking Korean veterans. At this time, there's no World War II and no Korean veterans on the roster waiting list. However, if there would be somebody out there that wants to go, and is able to go, and of course our World War II veterans are now pushing 100 years of age, but especially Korean War veterans, if you've not signed up yet, there's still an opportunity for Korean veterans to sign up. Just go on the Never Forgotten Honor Flight website, and you can make an application. You get all the information. You get the roster of all those people that are scheduled to go. Right now, there's about 900 some Vietnam veterans on the roster, and they take about 400 years, so it's going to take 2.5 years or so to deplete that. But there's still Vietnam veterans who have not gone. As Jim Campbell say, you haven't gone. And I should sign up one of these days. But and I was there personally, so I saw someone. I wanted to give other people a chance. But it's a great opportunity, and this $1,100 will give over 2 veterans opportunity to go on the honor flight. So, anything else? Oh, you're going to get in. Okay.
Well, Bill stole a lot of the good things I was going to say, but I have some more money to add. Yeah, you'll want this.
And food.
So for 2 weeks in October, our elementary student council promoted a school-wide Kiss the Cow Moolah Challenge. And it was between the grade levels with the goal of raising money for the Never Forgotten Honor Flight. I won't repeat what the honor flight is about, as Bill already mentioned that. But I will say that by the end of our 2-week challenge, our elementary students, staff, and families had raised $2,000. Never underestimate what motivates kids. It was very heartwarming to see our kids, especially our youngest kids, 4K kids, bringing in money from their piggy banks for this cause. And in case you're wondering, the 5th grade classes were the ones who won the challenge. And so on November 22nd, our principal, Mr. Steckbauer, and all of the 5th grade teachers will be kissing a cow in front of the whole school. So we'll be passing along our $2,000 check to the Never Forgotten Honor Flight as well. And to really make things concrete for our kids and to let them see where that money is going, as Bill mentioned, it takes $500 to support that. And so today, we've invited 4 Tomahawk Vietnam veterans that are going to be part of an upcoming flight in the future. And to recognize their service and honor them, we'll be presenting them with honorary boarding pass from our student council members. And so as I read your name and branch of service, I would ask each of these gentlemen to stand and be recognized so that one of our student council members can present you with your pass. So our first veteran we'd like to recognize is U.S. Army veteran Theodore Bear Wadzinski. Our second Tomahawk veteran we'd like to recognize is U.S. Army veteran Timothy Blair. Our third veteran is U.S. Army veteran Dennis Barrett. And our final is U.S. Marine veteran Gerald Call. And I was hoping Gerald would be with us today, but his wife is having a very serious surgery. And so we will be sending his boarding pass as well as a get well message for his wife to he and his family. Yes. All right, so on behalf of Student Council, we'd just like to thank all veterans for their service, and thank you for being here today. God bless.
Somebody said never give Berklow a microphone. But first of all, I'd like to give due respect to this school district, the staff and the administration, and all the kids that have been so active in our veterans programs. They've done so much for Tomahawk. There's different activities throughout the year that our veterans groups have the honor to be with. The honor today, Memorial Day weekend. I also have the Red, White, and Blue program here in the elementary school. There's just some fantastic programs that have been put on, and I'd like to thank like I said, the administration, the whole school system for helping do this. Following this, if you have not heard, there will be a luncheon over at the Incredible Bank. It's going to be soup, sandwiches, and cookies. And it's put on by Incredible Bank and also, well, pretty much Incredible Bank. The bank is closed today, but the staff said we'll come in and put this together with Robin Coda. So we thank them for doing that, and stop over and enjoy yourselves and bring your friends with you. So at this time, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
We would like to thank all the 7th grade student winners for writing their essays this year. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Buddy Gessler. Mr. Gessler will now present the awards of the winners of the 7th grade essay contest. Will the following winners please come forward and stand by Mr. Gessler? Third place, Autumn Merrigan. Second place, Joe O'Reilly. And first place, Cami Floor. Cami Floor will now read her winning essay.
High respect, great esteem. That's the definition of honor. It's great to honor our veterans because they have fought for us when they didn't have to, but they did so they can protect us and our country. Without the brave and determined veterans and soldiers we have today, we wouldn't have the freedom that we enjoy. Veterans bring smiles to our faces, they protect our country, and have fought for our lives and made sacrifices that we are grateful for. First, they bring smiles to our faces, and we have also put smiles on their faces as well. They put a smile on our face because they helped and served our country, and we really appreciate their service. A way that We put a smile on their face as we look them in the eyes, shake their hand, and say thank you for their service. That gratitude will surely put a smile on their face. Secondly, the veterans have saved many lives, and we should appreciate the fact that they put their lives on the line so they can protect us. A veteran has great honor and great patriotism. The quality of being patriotic is devotion to and vigorous support for one's country. That's the definition of patriotism. Veterans have served their country to keep us safe, to protect what's ours, and to fight for what's right. We should respect and honor our veterans because they have sacrificed, and we should be grateful for that. They protect our country for many years for a purpose to make sure we have freedom and so we can live our best lives. Therefore, that's why we should respect and honor veterans. Finally, they protect our country and our rights. They have fought for our lives, others, and theirs in the name of freedom. Many have risked their lives just to protect our country and lives. They have fought through wars to make sure we have the freedoms and rights we have today. I'm so grateful that they have fought for my life and many other lives. Thank you, veterans. In conclusion, veterans have saved our country, lives, and freedoms. We should all be grateful for that. Thank you, veterans, for saving our lives, and thank you for fighting for what's right.
At this time, we would like to recognize the service people who have recently returned from active duty, serving our country. Please stand if you have recently returned from active duty.
The Tomahawk High School Chamber Choir will now sing the service songs of each branch of the armed forces. The words to each of the songs can be found printed on the insert of the program. Veterans, please stand and sing with us as your branch of service is announced.
I should make a note before we start that singing these service songs with you all veterans is one of the highlights of this program for us. We noticed that just earlier this fall, the Space Force got their official song, and we're looking forward for the official music for that to come out and to have that ready with you all next year. But the order of the songs today is printed in the program on the second page here.
The United States Army. The United States Marines. The United States Coast Guard. States Air Force. Please join us in singing America the Beautiful. As the colors are retired, the high school band will perform the Stars and Stripes Forever.
Raise flags. The flavor of great country, please lead us out. Order.